Hey guys, welcome to a new review. This is a custom Walking Dead action figure review. I made this one right before the Series 8 came out. Actually, a while before, probably a year. So not at all close. Anyway, he's based on Rick once he had his long beard and puffy hair and yeah, after Terminus, I believe. And I think I did a pretty good job. Not to, build myself up or anything, but yes, I succeeded! Anyway, let's get a close-up on his beardy face. Look at that wonderful beard. That is a thick, full, vibrant beard. Now, I also added some back hair, which, I don't like the back hair as much as I like the beard. I did a lot of hair sculpting details in there. Let me get a focus here. Focus. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see much there. Yeah. Maybe his beard's a little white, I don't know. I made him using a Series 4 Walgreens exclusive body. That's, I had 2 of them when he first came out. And then, I swapped out his arm, lower arm here, with this guy's lower arm. Both lower arms. Because originally, his arms looked like this, and they were kind of freaky looking. Yeah. And I didn't like the hands, so yeah, this looks much better, I think. And then he can be swapped out here with the, bandaged hand, but that wouldn't be accurate, so I'm not gonna bother. He can grab his pistol right here, and he does have good elbow articulation because of the modifications. And let's get him in a holding rifle pose. I do believe he did use this rifle when he was wearing this costume, let's say. Yeah. But because of the way the 2 figures were articulated, it makes him a little hyper articulated with the arms, which is really nice. Let me just pop this in here. The hands are a little bit of a problem, but look at that, he can hold it right to his face. How many figures can you do that with? Not very many, I can tell you. Definitely not the new series, Rick. See that? That's beautiful. Anyway, the only sculpting work that I really did here was his head. And I added a little bit of extra hair to the front, too, in that looping look. See that? I thought that made him look a little cool. Yeah. But, yeah. And I was also surprised that this fit onto here so well and didn't look bad. I just had the feeling like it would look bad when I started doing it. I was like, this is gonna stink, but it didn't. And here he is side by side with the new Rick, and I personally think mine has a better body look. By the way, I switched everything together. I also sanded down his belly a little and repainted a little to make it less obvious, because that figure had sort of a puffy looking body. Yeah, see that? Mine is a lot less. So if you guys like the custom, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, here he is side by side with them. There's a side look. And here's their faces in comparison. Mine definitely has more beard, but I think this one looks more like Andrew Lincoln, the Series 8 figure. Yeah. Definitely has his curls down better. But he can do a lot of extra articulation poses, and I think that's kind of cool. As for anything else that's been repainted, I did add this part here that holds the machete, and I repainted the machete of that time. Let me just handle this while not on camera. Pop out. There we go. So it just, I stick it in like this because the other way would be a little difficult. Then I slide it out. He's got a ball joint on his foot, and it comes loose on that figure. No real problem, though. Just gotta pop it back in. Well, it's a little bothersome. Anyway, the machete can fit nice in both hands. He can look like he's really serious with that machete. Like he will stick it somewhere that you won't want. Like he'll put it in your bed, and then you'll fall asleep on the bed and wake up and be like, that jerk, he stuck it in my bed. Yeah. Anyway, both hands can hold it, as I said. I think I said. He can hold it behind him, too. Look at that. Totally get ready for slashing the crap out of you. And he does reuse the bottom half from Series 6 figure. But I think we know by now that that's not a problem, since even the main company reused that bottom half. So, I don't know. I think the bottom half works well, so why change a good thing? It looks great, and it works great. Anyway, I will go over the articulation in a second, but here is the machete. It's losing a little bit of its paint by now because I've had it for a while, but I just painted red over the handle, which, you know, it's not a very efficient thing, and it doesn't look all that great, but then again, that's exactly what they did with the later series figure. They just added red paint to the handle. And of course there are a few variations like the paint up there on the blade. But other than that, it's the same knife sculpt, and yeah, so again, I reused that and I reused that, but even the new figure reused that. So maybe I should work at McFarlane and help them realize that they don't have to resculpt everything. No, in fact, I would not want to do that, because the lazy way is never the right way to go. Or sometimes maybe, I don't know. Like this review, this is a very lazy way of doing stuff. Anyway, yeah, I just really like the way he can pose with that machete. Look real menacing. Let's move on to his articulation now. His arm can bend to past 90 degrees, which is something that the original figure that this body came from can do, but not quite as much, because this arm is a little more articulated than this one, the upper arm, and so makes better for that. And then he can do a full 360 spin there, go up and down, and can even go back a little. How's that for articulation? He could be like, why didn't this happen in the show? This would be awesome. Anyway, but also you can pop the hand off, and if you want that Rick that's missing his hand, like, spoiler alert, in the comics, but not in the TV show, then he can be like a comic Rick. See that? He'll wave his stump at you. But wait a second. We already got a bearded comic Rick. So this guy's an imposter. Yeah. Anyway. Pop that back on there. And, of course, as usual, it's a tight fit. There we go. The other arm can bend to a 90-degree angle, maybe a little past that, but not much more than that. And does full 360. Then at the wrist, it does 2 different spins, like usual. Has a nice sculpted watch on there, which came with the figure that was originally on. I didn't add that. Then it can go scratching position and the rolling dice position. Testing my luck. Go on. Nuts. Anyway. He can do the splits pretty well. Nothing restricting him. He can throw out a kick fairly well. Still a little tight, though. Not sure why. I did have to do a little modification job to fit this bottom half to the top half, but not too much. As for that, his pistol fits in the holster, nicer than the Series 8 figure, and he can hold it very well. Actually, I think I kind of like this customs articulation much better than most any other figure. I think I added 2 elements that I really like. Yeah, anyway, let me speed this up because I am almost going over the 10-minute mark. Let me speed this up real fast. I'm lazy. There's the vehicle. Let's get him in a sitting position. And yes, he can sit down. He can drive. Not with the machete in there, but who cares? Very nice. Also, head does a lot of articulation. Goes down, up quite a bit, and then full 360 if you want a lot of side-to-side movement. Anyway, I am now wrapping this up because I hate going over 10 minutes, and I do it so often. See you guys in the next video. I love you. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next episode.